How's it going, people? TheCompleteRS here, and welcome to your quest guide for Horror from the Deep. No fast forward and no nonsense, let's get into it. So you need to have done the bar crawl minigame. There's a guide on the channel if you want it. You need 35 agility, and item-wise you require 60 steel nails, 2 normal planks, a molten glass, a swamp tar, and a tinderbox that's not in your tool belt. You'll also need a fire rune, water, earth, and air. You'll also want a sword of some kind you don't mind losing, and an arrow, which you don't mind losing as well. In order to kill the Dagonoth Mother boss at the end, basically it switches combat styles and only certain things can kill it. I highly recommend at the very least bring along mage so you can use 4 out of the 6 possible ways to kill it. And just bring 1 of every single elemental spell. So lots of elemental runes to come along. Also highly recommend bringing along a games necklace just to speed this up. So to start the quest, come up to the lighthouse, just north of the barbarian outpost, and speak to Larissa. Run through a chat and choose option 1 with what. And run through a chat some more, but how can I help? Option 1. And then option 1, okay, I'll help. And last but not least, choose option 3, I'll see what I can do. So once you finish talking to Larissa, make your way down towards your east. So just run directly towards your east. It's a one-way path, so very hard to get lost. We need to go and fix a bridge. So basically keep running until you hit the bridge. So once you're over here, you want to use your plank on the bridge to fix the first side. Then you want to cross the bridge and use your plank on the other side to fix that. And now that the bridge is fixed, it's time to move on to the next bit. Go ahead and use your games necklace and go to the barbarian outpost. And we need to speak to Gunjorn in the barbarian agility course. So run around the back of the barbarian assault area and head into the agility course. And inside the course itself, somewhere towards the centre, you'll find Gunjorn. So once you're over here, go through the pipe to enter the agility arena. And in the centre, you'll find Gunjorn just wandering around. Go ahead and talk to him. Choose option 1, talk about Horror from the Deep. So once you finish talking to him, we now need to head back up to the lighthouse and speak to Larissa again. So head out to the agility arena. And just to the north of Barbarian Assault, a bunch of platforms you can cross. Go ahead and do so to make your way to the lighthouse. So once you're back at the lighthouse, go ahead and speak to Larissa again. Run through a chat nice and quick. And then make your way inside. Once you're in here, speak to Larissa once more. Run through a chat some more. And then head all the way to the very top floor. So keep going up the staircase till you get to this room here. So here you need to use your molten glass on the lighthouse mechanism in the center of the room. Then you need to use your swamp tower on it, and finally use your tinderbox on it. Once you do, you'll light up the lighthouse. Once you've done that, head back downstairs and speak to Larissa once more. Run through a chat, and then go upstairs 1 floor. So on the north side of this room you'll find a bookcase. Go ahead and search it and choose option 2, take the ancient diary. Then search it again, and this time option 3, take Josik's journal. Go ahead and read the ancient diary first, quickly run through it. Once you're done, go ahead and close it, then read through Josek's journal. Same again, quickly run through it, and then close. So once you've done that, head back downstairs, and then head downstairs into the basement. So once you're here, you'll see a big old door on the north side. At this point, you now need to use each of your runes, the sword, and one arrow on this in order to open it. Every single one of these items will be lost when you use them. And straight after this, it's the Dagonoth Mother boss fight. So at this point, if you want to go back and bank and get some extra food, that's entirely up to you. Essentially, whilst you find the Dagonoth Mother, she'll change colours, and depending on what colour the Dagonoth Mother is, depends on what can actually harm her. So if she's white, she takes damage from air spells, blue water spells, brown earth spells, red fire spells. If she's orange, it's melee. If it's ranged, then it's green. So as you can see, if you do mage, then you got 4 times the amount that you can actually hit her, in comparison to if you just bring melee or just bring range. Alternatively, you can just bring all of it, it's entirely up to you. But at the very least, I do recommend bringing along mage for this one. Either way, once you've opened up that door, head downstairs and check the body. A normal Dagonoth will spawn, go ahead and stab it in the face. Speak to Josek again. And eventually, the Dagonoth Mother will spawn. So this is the Dagonoth Mother. So right now, as you can see, it is white in colour. If you ever wonder, you can always right click and examine to find out what colour it is. Also, if you've got game filtering off, I'm pretty sure it tells you in the chat when it changes as well, so you might want to try that out. Either way, it's a fairly straightforward boss. As soon as it changes colour, just switch to a new spell or new combat style and carry on stabbing it until eventually it's dead. That's literally all you got to do. And once it's dead, that is it. Quest complete. So for completing this, you gain 2 quest points, just over 4.5k XP in range, magic and strength, and if you're on normal account, 2 treasure hunter keys of course. But the main thing for this is you gain a god book at the end of it, which I'll show you how to get in just a moment. So you want to head upstairs, and then head upstairs again, and basically you just need to speak to Josek. So in short, go ahead and talk to him, and he'll prattle on about god books and nonsense. Essentially, you get to choose whichever one you want to start with, and it doesn't cost you a thing. So you can either choose a Sarah book, a Zami book, or a Guthix book. It's entirely up to you. Just go ahead and select whichever one you fancy. And in order to fill out these god books, you now need god pages from clues, or just buy them from the GE. Entirely up to you. They're pretty useful. You can illuminate them as well with a few other quests and make them stronger again. But that is pretty much it for this one. So Horror from the Deep, done. Good times. Till next time, people. I'll catch you all later. Have a good one.